What if the best business you could buy in 2026 is a vending machine that sells frozen water? I know how that sounds. Ridiculous. A box on a sidewalk. No employees. No website. No Shopify store. And yet a guy named Steve Slagle runs one called Beachside Ice in Florida, and it clears around $2,500 every single month while he sleeps. That's the whole pitch of this video. Forget building a business, buy a machine instead. Set it up once, collect forever. My name is Harry. I park cars for a living at a downtown hotel. 40 hours a week, $1,500 every 2 weeks, and a polyester vest that smells like other people's cologne. I make about $2,950 a month after tax. And for 3 years I thought the only way out was to start a real business. I tried. I failed. Twice. Then I read a book called Stacked by Joe Saul-Sehy, and one sentence rewired my brain. He said wealth is not built. It's assembled, like a stack of machines. Each one pays you while you build the next one, so I stopped trying to build something. I started buying the machines instead. By the end of this video, you are going to know the 5 boring $20,000 machines I rebuilt my stack around. You'll know the real numbers. You'll know which one I'd buy first if I only had $20,000 saved. And one of these is so interesting I'm doing a full deep dive on it next week. Let's start with the machine that started it all. Number 1. The ice vending machine. Picture a shipping crate the size of a large shed. It sits on a concrete pad. A car pulls up at 11 p.m. The driver taps a screen. Sawtooth drops $2.50 and a bag of ice slides out. The owner is asleep. That's the whole business. A Naxer unit runs you about $20,000 for the entry model. Icehouse America sells bigger branded units that run up to $115,000 installed. For this video, we're talking about the lean setup. Here's the math that made me sit up. A 10-pound bag of ice costs you around 30 cents to make. You sell it for $2.50. That is a profit margin around 86% per bag. Per bag, Steve Slagle, the guy from Beachside Ice, does about $2,500 a month net on one machine. Naxer's 2026 profit guide pegs a well-placed machine at $1,200 to $3,500 monthly. And placement is the one trick. Gas stations, bait shops, RV parks, offer marinas. Anywhere people suddenly realize they forgot ice. Why does this work? Because nobody wants to run this business. It's boring, it's physical, it's unsexy. And that is exactly why the people who do run it do well. Pro tip. Harry learned the hard way. You do not own the land. You rent a concrete pad from a gas station owner. You pay him a small kickback, usually $50 to $150 a month, and he keeps the power on. You just collect the cash from the machine every Sunday morning. One machine, one location, $2,500 passive-ish a month. That's real money. Number 2. The water refill station. Same business as ice, different raw material. You install a kiosk that filters and dispenses purified water. Customers bring their own jugs. They pay $0.25 to $1 per gallon, and the purification cost is pennies per gallon. Entry cost runs $15,000 to $100,000 depending on whether you want a single kiosk or a full storefront. The Financial Models Lab operating cost guide puts the monthly net at roughly $1,500 to $4,000 per location. Why does it work? Because in 7 U.S. states, tap water tastes terrible or is flat out not trusted. Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, parts of Texas, parts of California, Florida, and Louisiana all have strong refill station demand. People walk in with jugs every single day. And here's the lazy part. You can often co-locate a refill kiosk with your ice vending machine at the same gas station. One concrete pad, 2 income streams, same kickback to the owner. Doubles your monthly without doubling your work. Number 3. On the billboard. This one stops people in their tracks. If you own or can lease a piece of land near a busy highway, billboard companies will literally pay you forever to put an ad frame on it. Lamar Advertising and Clear Channel Outdoor do this for a living. They handle the permits. They sell the ad space. They maintain the structure. You just cash the lease check. Startup cost varies wildly. $5,000 to $50,000 per sign, if you're building the structure yourself on leased land. A lot less if you already own land and you lease the air rights to a big operator. The landowner's cut of gross ad revenue typically sits at 10 to 18%. The operator gets the rest, and they also do all the work. Monthly net per board: $1,000 to $5,000 for a standard highway sign, per the Income Craze breakdown. Now here is the number that stopped my scrolling. A single billboard near LAX airport reportedly generates $250,000 a year. One sign, one location, $250,000 a year. Here is the part most people miss. You don't even need to build the billboard. Companies like Lamar Advertising and Clear Channel Outdoor will literally chase you down if your land sits in the right spot. They build the structure, they sell the ads, they handle the permits and the maintenance. You sign a 20-year lease and you collect a check every single month. The standard cut is 10 to 18% of the gross sign rental going to whoever owns the dirt. No skill, no employees, just the right piece of land. What's the catch? Permits, zoning. Every county has a different outdoor advertising ordinance, and some counties banned new sign construction years ago. You absolutely cannot skip the zoning research. Miss it, and your sign gets torn down at your expense. But once it's up forever. And the ad contracts auto-renew. And now Harry needs to tell you the part of this video that hurts. About 9 months into my own machine stacking experiment, I almost blew it all up. I had the ice machine running. I had a deposit down on a water refill kiosk. And I got cocky. I paid a guy $12,000 up front for a turnkey used billboard I found on Craigslist. It wasn't permitted. The structure was on county right-of-way. Within 6 weeks, county code enforcement made me tear it down. I lost the $12,000. I lost the install fee. I almost lost the ice machine covering the payments. I learned something on a car wash industry forum that night from 2 operators named Teeks Heat and Analasher. They said the exact same thing in different words. If you do not own the dirt, or you do not have a written recorded long-term lease on the dirt, you do not actually own the business. You're renting your own cash flow from someone who can pull it at any time. Write that down. Own the dirt, or have a recorded lease. No shortcuts. Okay, back on the rails. Number 4, the RV and boat storage lot. This is the lazy king of boring. You buy or lease 1 acre of land on the edge of a suburb. You put up a chain link fence, you gravel the surface, you install a coated gate, and you rent parking spots to people who own boats, RVs, travel trailers, and jet skis. Because their HOA won't let them park those in the driveway. The Storganese Operator Guide puts startup costs at about $42,000 in hard fixed costs, plus $150,000 to $300,000 for the actual land. Or that land portion is financeable with 25% down if you buy it as a commercial real estate deal. Here's the juice. 50 outdoor spots times $300 per month equals $15,000 in monthly rent. 100 spots equals $30,000 a month. In Florida, outdoor spots run $80 to $180 a month. In the Bay Area, enclosed spots exceed $600 a month. Sedco, the storage industry group, pegs the average annual profit of a storage operation at around $184,500 a year. Operating costs? Almost nothing. $83 to $250 a month for property insurance. $42 a month for liability. A security camera. That's it. No employees, no stock, no shipping, no returns. The one trick here is demand mapping. You want to be within 15 minutes of a neighborhood with a median home value above $400,000. That's where the RVs and the boats live. That's where the HOAs are strictest. That's where people will pay premium just to get their toys out of the driveway. Boring? Incredibly. Profitable? Painfully so. Number 5. And this is the one that made my jaw hit the floor. Number 5. The air filter subscription brand. Stay with me. I know the phrase air filter sounds like the single most boring product on earth. That is the entire point. Meet David Heacock. In 2012, David was a Goldman Sachs trader. Wall Street, suits, bonuses. He walked away from all of it to take over a struggling family business in Alabama. He pivoted the company to direct-to-consumer residential air filters. He sourced them, boxed them, shipped them himself out of a garage. Today, his company, FilterBuy, does about $23 million a month in revenue. That is roughly $250 million a year. Over $1 billion in cumulative lifetime revenue. 7 million plus customers. 4 manufacturing plants. All built on a product people forget they need every 90 days. How does this even work? 3 reasons. 1. Air filters are a recurring purchase. Every house, every 90 days, forever. 2. Air filters have over 200 different size variants, which creates a logistical moat that scares off amateur competitors. 3. Big retailers can't carry all 200 sizes on shelves, so the direct-to-consumer subscription model owns the long tail entirely. And here is the part that will mess with you. You can start a micro version of this for $5,000 to $50,000. You don't need to manufacture anything at first. You can drop ship from an existing manufacturer, sell one specific size on a subscription, and grow from there. Why is this the climax pick? Because David Heacock proves the thesis of this entire channel. Boring beats sexy. Every single time. Here's the pattern I want you to see across all 5 of these. Every one of them sells something dumb. Frozen water, purified water, a rented patch of land, a fenced gravel lot, a box of filter paper. None of them are sexy. None of them get covered on TechCrunch. And every single one can quietly clear more than most software startups. 3 filters I now run every potential machine through before I buy. Filter 1. Does it sell a consumable or a recurring need? Ice, water, ad space, parking, filters. All recurring, all forever. Filter 2. Can it run without me for 72 hours? If the answer is no, it's a job, not a machine. Skip it. Filter 3. Does someone else already want to do the hard part for a cut? Billboard companies sell ads for you. Landlords host your machines for a kickback. Storage management software runs your gate for $50 a month. Let someone else do the work. How you collect. Let me fast forward Harry one more time. Picture this. It's 3 years from now. You are sitting in your kitchen on a Tuesday morning. You're drinking coffee. Your phone pings once. It's a deposit notification from your ice machine's ATM processor. Another ping. Your storage lot software just charged 48 customers. Another ping. The billboard company just wired your quarterly check. You never went to an office. You never answered an email. The stack just paid you while you were making toast. That is the future we're building here. Not a business. A stack of machines that feed you forever. So which one would I buy first with $20,000 in the bank? Honestly? Ice vending. Lowest friction. Fastest cash flow. Easiest to place. And one of these is so interesting I'm doing a full deep dive on it next week. That deep dive is ice vending. Full breakdown, real numbers, placement playbook. It drops in 7 days. Before you go, I want you to do one thing. Reply with which of these 5 machines you'd actually start. Ice, water, billboard, storage, or filters. Drop the number 1 through 5 below. Whichever one gets the most replies. I deep dive the winner the week after ice. The community picks. The machines are waiting. Go find your dirt.